Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Scorpionz, and welcome back to Behind the Build. And today we are looking at the Trickster. Now, this is a bit late after Trickster's come out, and the reason why, because I've wanted to wait until he's got into a stable state, because Trickster was not really that great when he came out. And since then, I've managed to get all the perks on him, and since then, he's had some changes. So he's not in as bad of a state anymore. He's still not great, but he's in not as bad of a state. So now that that's happened, I'm actually going to do the video. I think it's ready. I use surveillance, depression, monitor, and barbecue. These two, I mean, basically it's surge surveillance, except because this guy hitting doesn't count as a basic attack, you know, with your knives. So I use this instead of surveillance on this guy. Monitor, because he has the exact same problem as Deathslinger, where he's a stealth killer. And barbecue, so that I can get a bit of map pressure to know where I'm going after I hook people. This guy's alright. It's kind of a... To me, this guy is kind of a low-skill huntress. Some will say he's more like Plague. I think he's more of a low-skill huntress, so... I suck at huntress, so this guy's kind of for me in that instance. But, you know, he's a cool killer. I think he might get more changes in the future. We'll see. He's still in not a great state. I would like Ricochet base kit. But that's not the point. Well, you know, we'll see what happens with this guy. He is where he is. I know a lot of people don't like him. I think he's okay. We'll see. Let's get into the game. Alright, starting off with family residence. I'm trying to think if this is a bad map for him, really. Probably not amazing. There's probably a lot worse out there. So, yeah, this guy is a thing. I'm not going to talk about... Well, I probably will, to be honest, but I try not to talk about him as a, like, balance standpoint, because everyone knows this guy isn't very strong. But I think he's a lot better now. I think that he's actually overbuffed in certain areas. Specifically decay. How long it takes to decay once you break LOS, but... Man, I'd still like my Ricochet, man. Anyway, this loop's actually better than I thought it would be for this guy. Thought I'd be unable to hit him, but he's actually abandoned it, because it's that hard to dodge me on. Oops, 18 knives, and I have to get through an entire health state almost. Nah. A couple. Yeah, Shaq just destroys him. Yeah, I'm getting shacked pretty hard now. Yeah, there you go. I'm getting shacked very hard. Like I said, he needs a lot of work, and I'd rather not talk about it. Just talk about what we're doing instead. And what we're doing is struggling. I feel like this guy could effectively just hold W on me there, and I'll never really catch him. From what I've been experimenting with this guy, because I don't play this guy that much, I'll be honest. I don't think anyone does, but I don't really play this guy that much. My experience with him is that his strongest map by far is Midwich, because it has low down pallet loops. So I will probably request Midwich for my second game, just to get some actual gameplay. I feel like I'm gonna need to. Yeah, there we go. Just about. I was actually not saying anything at all then, because I was really trying to concentrate on getting this guy down. So, like, with Trickster for me, if I get, like, I'm not a very good range killer. Like, if you've watched me at all before, I'm very bad at range killers. I'm a M1 killer. I'm a very good M1 killer, and I know that. All I can really do is M1 killers. So Pig, I'm also a decent nurse and a decent bite, but range killers, I'm very... Ooh, what the fuck? He's... Ooh, what the fuck? Kate's ping isn't even that bad. I'm very bad at range killers, so I struggle with this guy a lot. I imagine a Huntress player might be quite good at this guy. Ooh, she's really laggy. Mystic, she's only got 70 ping. How has she only got 70 ping? If I get like 5 hooks as this guy, I've done well. As like a personal thing, not as a trickster thing. I don't know other people's experiences, but with me, if I get like 5 hooks, I've done well. And, like, I still feel like he needs buffing more. But I feel like he's been buffed in the wrong areas, if that makes sense. So, like, he's strong in the wrong ways, and not good enough in other ways. Like, main event is still not really good enough. For example. Whereas I still feel like the decay is too forgiving. Like, time between knives. But anyway, that was my last knife. 3 knives. All of them had to hit, and they did. Fantastic. And Behavior's also done an unusual thing where they've already teased the next killer, so we already know, well, we don't know what the killer's gonna be, but we know Resident Evil, you know? Which is actually really unlike Behavior. I'm not sure if that was because they wanted to or because it was out of their control. Is Depression gonna blow that gen up? No. Depression also hasn't turned it white, so either that's on 0 or someone's working on it. But we also know that the killer is a long way away. It's not gonna be until, wow, end of this month, I reckon, will be the PTB. Potentially even later than that, maybe even June. Would be PTB. I reckon it'll be the end of the month. I reckon it's end of the month for PTB. I could be wrong though. I'm often wrong. Look, this guy again. Don't know why he was just standing there. I also don't know why the Megan didn't try and help. So that gen was being worked on, and they hit the Depression skill check. Actually, quite surprised. Not gonna lie, very surprised. Is this being worked on? It is. Although, based on the progress, I don't think Depression had anything to do with that. I've got main event. Briefly. I could do something here with this. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, all but one. And there we go. So, we got the thing. We did end up getting the down and only really used a couple of knives, because main event gives you infinite ammo for the duration. Let's hook them, because this gen's gone yellow, so there actually is still someone here. Unless Adam did that, and that was still surveillance carrying over, potentially. No, it's still yellow. There has to be someone here. Has to be. Still yellow. And that one's yellow too, so I can kick this one and get a double proc with Depression here. Maybe even all 3 gens. They've given me one hell of a 3 gen here, but I am Trickster, so I'm not sure what I can do. That was the skill check from Depression. You love to see it. Get a free M1 rather than potentially throwing knives. Okay. This is not bad. Fuck, I'm terrible. I am terrible. Okay, now Meg is baiting me away from the gens. But I'm gonna take the bait, because 3-genning is boring. Not because I just think it's boring, I'll just fall asleep otherwise, so... Gonna extend a bit. Now, if I was any other killer in the game, I would make it to this gen, but because I'm playing Trickster, I'm probably not gonna get hit before the gen pops. Oh no, I've got loads of time. Not even worried. I don't know why I checked that locker, I just had a feeling. I just had a feeling, and I was right. Oh, he's dead as well. That's a big death. That's a huge death. And I've got surveillance on a 3-gen right now. Oh my goodness me. Get rid of this door. Surveillance in a 3-gen. I literally just have to stand here. I don't. That's been worked on again. Ooh, I should have checked that. That's my bad. Depression again. So that gen gets touched. There's the skill check. Fail. This isn't worth chasing. There's someone hit. There they are. It's Kate and she's death hook. I've got main event. I'm overextending again. Yeah, I'm overextending. This isn't worth it. I'm overextending. That's not worth it. That gen's nowhere near done. This one is done. If I was literally any other killer in the game and wasn't 4.4, I'd have made that there. Good news is, Adam's a cocky little shit and thinks he's good at the game when he's not, as you can see from that spin. So I have no real worries about being able to catch this guy before the end of the game. So I'll just need to throw these and I should get him here. I'm gonna run out of knives, sadly. You know, it's always good when you see people like this. Because they always assume that they're fantastic at the game when they are really not. So I can just do this and make him... Ooh, this guy's got a bit of moves. Ooh, Adam. Ooh, I still catch you though. Just kidding, you've got dead hard and press the button to escape me. Ooh, Adam. It's a shame you're probably gonna die now as well. That was kind of impressive. I kinda liked that. It's a shame you're dead though. Your teammates already left you to die with the billion ping. Your other teammates also already left you to die. Man, you hate to see it, really. That wasn't the worst, Adam. Your cockiness was almost warranted. Not quite warranted, though. Your cockiness was almost warranted. You're semi-competent. That was okay. However, your team left you to die. I'll take a draw on Trickster. Honestly, I got a 9-hook game with Trickster on a map that's pretty bad for Trickster. I'll take that, you know. Honestly, should have got a 4K, really. If I hadn't have overextended with the K, I probably would have 4K'd that round. And the only reason I did it was because I just find 3-genning quite boring. That's like the only reason. If I'd have actually just held on and 3-genned harder, I probably would have 4K'd that, but... I don't know, 3-genning puts me to sleep, so if I get a chance to down them, I'll take it. I don't know. Could have 4K'd that. Got a 2K with Trickster on a shitty map for Trickster. I'll take it. Next game. I'm probably going to request Midwich, actually, because it's like his best map, and we'll see if we can actually get a decent game and get some contrast here. Alright. So I requested Midwich for this round. Just to see if we can get a bit of contrast, because I think Midwich is his best map. Or at very least, Midwich was the map I was having the most success with when I was playing him a while ago. Just because you can't really hold W versus him, because I can hit across the entire corridor. And you can't really loop him, because the pallet loops on this map are so low down that I can hit you over all of them. Like that, and then he tries to vault the window and I'm still hitting him. So, we'll see. And again, he's in the corridor, so I can just keep hitting him. And now he's down. So, from what I can see, this is a very good map for him. Get rid of this. And then get this kicked, and let's see the skill check failures. That one's regressing. No, it's not. It's not regressing. The unhook was actually being made, and I didn't even realize. So he now has to vault the window, otherwise he's screwed, and he knows this. I'm actually gonna pressure this real quick. I think. Oh, this doorway's here. Bleh. Now, obviously, I'm gonna lose the gen that Bill was working on. Not a lot I can do about that, sadly. Yeah. Need to engage in a spot of breakable wall simulator for a bit. Oh, he's right there. Again, a very low down loop. Very little he can do here. I've got main event. I'm gonna pop it in a second. Down the corridor. Yeah. Again, very little that guy could do there. He had to cut into here, and the loot was just too low for him to dodge it, so... He should have held W and used the bookcases to block the shots, but instead he went for the pallet. He went for the pallet instead, which was the mistake. I'm gonna take the time here to go upstairs, I think. Some like to leave the second door blocked. I'm not one of those people. I like having the extra staircase. For a second then, I thought that my footsteps were someone else's. I was just suddenly stopped. I was like, wait, I hear footsteps? Main event again. I'm gonna use it in a second. Or am I not? No, I'm not gonna use it. That sucks. Would have used it, but that was a bad area. Could M1 in this here, but do you know what? He's so close to getting down, I might as well just use the knives. Because, I mean, I'll get points and I get more charge for my main event. Kick the gen with depression. That one's being worked on. Let's go over to that gen right now. So someone failed a skill check here, and I'm not sure why. Where? I don't know why. Oh, they're just in the room still? Okay. But yeah, Meg now has to try and dodge this in this room, and this room is just, again, very undodgeable. Yep, nothing she could do there. Nothing at all she could do. The funny thing is, after all of this, I will still probably lose this game. That's the Trickster way. I've got main event. This is insane. Main event right now. Get this guy down. See if he comes around the corner again, maybe. Never know. He did not come around the corner. He did. He's back. Okay. Let's hook Jake since he is closer to being fully recovered. Bill's here for the save. Bill now has to try and dodge this, but he can't because it's Midwich. And now Meg again has to come for the save. I'm gonna reload before they can get anyone. Oh, she's right there. This is GG. But she's all down the corridor, I can hit her. Well, I didn't suck ass and miss literally every single knife. And there you go. Midwich is pretty darn good for this guy. That's basically been my experience with Midwich with this guy. The pallet loops are just so tiny. It's not even that the loops are small. The loops just have absolutely zero cover. So no matter where they go, you can just always hit them. So you just decimate on this map. And then you get a map like Yama, and then you can't do a lot on a lot of loops. This guy is very map dependent in that regard. Very, very map dependent. Tell you what though, when he works, he's fun. I must admit, I enjoyed that game quite a lot. Probably in quite an evil way, but I tell you what, I had fun that game. Not sure if they did though. Very Deathslingery on that map, if you get what I mean. Very Deathslingery. In the 1v1 you kind of just die, but in the 4v1 you just slam gens. And you'd be fine. Question is, where's the last guy? That's the question. Where is the hatch as well, actually? I don't know where that is either. Gonna check the obvious spot. I don't think it's there. I'd have heard it. Not on the obvious spot. Okay, found the hatch. Now where's the guy? Adrenaline, you hate to see it. Although it's Midwich. So, a Bill's got a... Wait a second, a Bill has adrenaline? What the fuck? Oh, he's right there. Oh, he's actually right here. Good M1 him. Not going to. Actually, no, I want to hear the cool sound. Well, there we go. Good thing that guy had adrenaline, otherwise I wouldn't have found him, to be honest. I mean, Midwich, the exit gates on Midwich are pretty difficult to get out on in a 1v1, so... You know, kind of glad this guy had it. Tell you what, that was actually two pretty good games of Trickster. The first one was good, and the second one was good. So there you go, that's Trickster. He's cool. Wow, that was a Hawkins offering, I didn't even notice that. Huh. That would have been a decent map for him as well, I think, for the same reason. Well, not quite as good. He's fun, he's not where he needs to be. Despite that game, I don't think he's where he needs to be. He's a tricky one, really, because you buff him, he becomes oppressive. He's a tricky one. Other than Ricochet at base, I don't know what I'd want, really. Maybe a bit of a slower decay to make it less punishing for the... whatever. I don't know, really. He's fun, though. Now that he's in this state. And, I mean... this should be it now. We've got the next behind the build should be the Resident Evil killer, whoever that turns out to be. And I mean, this guy, if he gets changes again, I will likely cover him again. If he gets more, we'll see. Depends what the changes are. If he gets them, which... I mean, it's God knows with behavior. They tend to do one patch and then that's that for the killer, so that this might be how Trickster's staying. But, you know, if he does get changes, we will cover him again. Tomorrow is the, well, the video's going up tomorrow, so the patch will already be out for you guys in the future. But tomorrow is the update, and there's a lot of new killers in that are changing. Twins, we're not going to cover twins. Demo I might cover, and Freddy's changed as well, who I might cover, maybe not. Probably not with Freddy, but I will cover Demo. We will do a buffed demo vid at some point. Anyway, if you liked it, make sure to sub, and I will see you next time. Later.